Most Christians do not actually require eyewitness accounts or multiple independent sources to believe a miracle occurred, at least not consistently. Their standards can shift depending on which miracles they are discussing. Take the resurrection of Jesus, for example. Many Christians insist that having relatively recent written accounts and multiple independent witnesses is crucial. They will say that if numerous people reported the same event without collusion, then that event is more credible. However, as soon as I mention that Matthew, Mark, and Luke aren't independent sources because there is clear evidence that they borrow from one another, I see the standard shift right in front of my eyes. Suddenly, Christians will argue that one gospel writer using material from another doesn't reduce the evidentiary value, and independence is no longer so important. That standard changes even more dramatically when we look at miracles other than the resurrection. For instance, a majority of Christians believe that Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego from the book of Daniel were really thrown into a furnace and walked out alive. But on what basis? It's a single account, and we are not even certain who wrote it or precisely when. Critical scholars generally date Daniel to the 2nd century BC, hundreds of years after the fact. Even if Christians believe Daniel wrote it himself, that's still just one source with no corroborating evidence. Yet, that doesn't stop most Christians from firmly believing it happened.